Southwest Mississippi. It's Thursday morning and time for Thursday Open Lines, your weekly look at what's happening in and around our area. If it's happening in Southwest Mississippi, you'll hear it right here on TOL. Now, from our studios in downtown Brookhaven, it's Thursday Open Lines with your host, Kenny Goza.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Open Line. We were just talking last Thursday. Randy just did rain songs the whole hour, but today it looks like we might miss the rain. Which, Mr. Weatherman that you declared last week, Mr. Weatherman, what's the forecast for that?
No, I am not the weatherman. I just report it.
You report what the weatherman says.
I report what the weatherman says. And the weatherman says we're basically in a typical summertime pattern. Is it going to rain? I don't know, maybe.
But it may not.
It might not. But they're leaving that little chance in there.
Just in case.
So if it does, they can say, yeah, we told you it might.
Well, yesterday, I didn't expect it to rain most of the day yesterday. So
anyway, yeah.
All right, let's get started. We have a new guest in here with us today. We have Garrett Case. Garrett is the new owner of Brookhaven Monument Company. I texted Dave a while ago, and I said you were going to be on, and I wasn't going to mention Dave's name, but I'm going to mention Dave Pace's name.
You got to mention Dave Pace.
You got to mention Dave Pace, the legend of Lincoln County, Brookhaven, probably Southwest, maybe even Mississippi. Jefferson Davis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so.
Jefferson Davis Pace.
Jefferson Davis Pace. All right, Garrett.
Well,
yeah. You're a homeboy. You said you grew up here in Lincoln County.
I did. Born and raised here. I'm a graduate of Lois Star High School. I'm also a fireman here in town. I've been employed with the city for about 17 years doing that. And along with that, you know, most of us firemen, we have a schedule where we work a day and we're off 2 days. And on my 2 days off, you know, I've always done something for the last 14 years of that time. I have worked for Mr. Dave Pace at Brookhaven Monument Company. Let me back up, Kenny. Back in 2014, my wife and I got married. I'm going to back up, Kenny.
Okay, you're backing up. Yeah, y'all got married. Okay.
I'm getting my dates messed up here. 2012, met my wife. We married. She was already working for Mr. Pace there at the Monument Company.
Here in Brookhaven?
Here in Brookhaven. She was his drafter. I don't know if you know what that is. Most people do. She does all the designs, all the, you know, the artwork that goes along with what we do. She was his drafter for about 5 years. We met, got married. About a year into that, Mr. Pace approached me. He said, "What are you doing now?" And I was, you know, I think I was working for a construction company at that time. And he said, "You want to maybe come try to work in the shop some, and maybe go out and do some installations?" And I said, "Well, I don't know what it is to it, but I'll try it." And I did, and one thing led to another, and he gave me the opportunity to start going out and adding final dates to monuments that were already in the cemetery. And, you know, we rocked along there for a few years, and I think it was 2017, he had several different business locations. He had Brookhaven, which, of course, is the main location, Macomb. He had Vicksburg, he had McGee, and I believe one more in
Natchez at that time?
At Natchez, too, correct. And he was looking to downsize a little bit. He gave us the opportunity to purchase a business he had in Simpson County. And you know, with much thought and prayer, we went back and forth a while, and we decided, you know, this is what we want to do. So we left here about 9 years ago, moved to Simpson County, took over the business that he had in Mendenhall and in McGee, and we, you know, been very, very fortunate with the resources we had at the time to help us get started and get established, and here about a year ago, we were approached with the opportunity to move back home, and and purchase the business that he has here in Brookhaven, and we've also got a location in Macomb as well. And we've been back since January. That was day one for us, and we've been excited to
But you mentioned earlier about also Ellisville.
Correct. We've got another location in Ellisville that we added about 2 years ago while we were still in Simpson County. That was kind of before this was really a known option for us. We started that basically just from scratch, and it's really started to take off.
A lot of time, on here we try to bring in people that do local business. Like we were a couple weeks ago, we were at Farm Belt. We were talking about that earlier. But you were just mentioning too the opportunity to not just have a business where you're selling a product. It's an opportunity to minister and help people through a very difficult time in their life.
We so often oftentimes we see people that, whenever they turn in our driveway at any of our locations, whenever they get out of their car and they're looking around, it's such a foreign experience to them.
Yeah.
It's not something you do every day. It's not like
it's not something you want to do.
Exactly. You're not. It's not like you're walking into the coffee shop or something like that. It's a very stressful time for a lot of people, and our main goal is to help people through the process from beginning to end, to make sure that we can help them make the process as stress-free as possible. We have very well-trained salespeople here at the Brookhaven store. We've got Mr. Kevin Laird. He's been there for a number of years.
Yes.
He's very well known around here, and he does a fantastic job. We have our own drafter there, Miss Angie Lambert. She does a very good job. She does all the drafting and design for all our locations. Along with a full staff in our shop. They do all our engraving work. Of course, I'll do some of it myself. We've got 2 different setting crews that go out and do the installations. We don't farm any of that out. We do all that ourselves, and make sure the job's done right. That way, if you do good work for people the first time around, they'll keep coming back and keep sending people to you.
Right. Well, and I know we're talking about they come whenever a time of crisis, but also you do pre-planning, right? I mean, you can
absolutely, and that's something we encourage anybody, maybe retirement age, starting to look at different options of what you may want to do to pre-plan for funeral arrangements or anything. Anytime somebody can come in and buy their memorial pre-need, have their cemetery location picked out. We'll go ahead and place it in the cemetery for them. That eliminates all doubt. It's done. Their children don't have that financial burden, and they get what they want. Most importantly, even a spouse, it doesn't leave a spouse wondering, what. I don't know if he or she, if this is what they would have wanted. But we encourage anybody to go ahead and purchase theirs pre-need.
Any special? I mean, there are times where you run special.
I know right now we have an abundance of stock. And it's Morning Rose is the color. It comes out of Canada, and we've got a sale going on it right now. Sometimes we'll do a spring sale. Sometimes we'll do a fall sale. So just people just kind of keep an eye on our social media. We may have one item that is something we just want to discount to move periodically and have a sale on it.
Well, going back to Dave just a minute, and you mentioned it a while ago about the service side, the customer service, and to me in my career and what I've done, to me that's so important of how you treat the customer, and I think that's something probably that you learned from Dave, and you're continuing it now. That it's an important time, and you want to be mindful of the situation the person's in. How can I help? How can I just encourage, all that kind of stuff, and that makes people again come back refer, all that kind of things.
It is, and we've had numerous families come back even years after doing business with us, and just saying thank you for helping me during that difficult time, and we're glad to do it. Anytime we can help somebody through a dark time in their life where they maybe lost a child or lost a father, mother, any tragic situation that may come along.
Do you do any other specialty, like if somebody comes in and wants, say, some kind of, well, like y'all did for Leonard Skinner, the memorial down there?
Yeah, now that one that was a very special project, and I didn't have anything to do with that one. We were in Simpson County during that time. Dave was in charge of that project and did a phenomenal job with it. But there are a lot of features with that stone that we still could incorporate with anybody else's personal stone. You had some laser etching, which is done with CNC laser machine. We have one individual. He's employed by us. Comes about once a month for a week. He lives out of state, and he does hand diamond etching. He does it all by hand, and it's basically off of sight. He can look at a picture of anything that you want etched into a stone and transfer it over to the stone. I mean, he's really good. Most everything else we do is done through a CAD program. People like
CNC machine.
Exactly. Yeah. Traditional sandblast. That's the majority of what we do. Most of our material comes out of Georgia. Most of the gray material you see. I think you got about 6 different domestic colors that we use, and probably a dozen or so imports. We
got 1 minute left, so why don't you give them the address, phone number, if somebody wants to call, get some information as we close out. So you've made it through, Garrett. I mean,
I made it through.
You made it through.
And I appreciate the invitation to be on here. It's 807 Highway 51 North, and the phone number is 601-833-5701.
So if somebody has a question, just kind of don't know what to...
Absolutely. If it's a process you're thinking about starting, if it's just something you're just unsure about, you just want to call, you're welcome to come by anytime. Our display park's always open. And we'll be here to help you.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on, Garrett. You did well. If Dave's listening, hey, Dave, we miss seeing you, man. All right, we're going to take a break. Our weatherman, our weather person, Randy, is going to take us out here.
Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me.
At Toyota of Brookhaven, we treat every car and every customer like family. From quick oil changes to certified warranty repairs, we keep your Toyota running like new. We keep you informed with transparent multi-point inspections and expert advice you can trust. Need a fresh start? Our detail team can bring back that new car shine. Toyota of Brookhaven, your trusted hometown choice.
Got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to say. Great song. Great song. Hey, let me thank our sponsors, Bank of Brookhaven, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Recreation Department, Lincoln County Civic Center, Toyota Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College, and Rapid Oil Change. We appreciate their sponsorship that keeps us going from week to week. Our next guest, we just had Garrett Case in with the Brookhaven Monument. Now we have Mr. Greg Marlowe with the VFW. This is kind of a special 4th of July for us, isn't it, Mr. Greg?
Well, yeah, we got 250 years old.
250 years.
And I was just thinking, It seems like yesterday we just celebrated the bicentennial.
Right.
To me, I remember wearing my red, white, and blue bell-bottom pants, to high school. But
oh yeah, can't forget those.
And so yeah, and I don't know how many bicentennial quarters I still got laying around somewhere.
So, but you got a big day coming up Saturday.
We do. We're going to have we decided we should have. We should celebrate 250 years, and who better to celebrate it other than your veterans?
Your veterans, exactly.
We're going to have free burgers and free dogs. We're going to be going from 10 to 2. Ransack is going to be playing live. We're going to have a big, gigantic water slide out front for the kids. It's just going to be a day of fun. Come out and join us.
Now, give them the address because, all right, where's the VFW building
Exactly.
at?
728 Industrial Park, right there near Dudes.
Right by the fish fry.
Right by the fish fry. Big tank in the driveway. You can't miss the tank in the yard. And so that's where we're at.
And it's going to be from 10 to 2.
10 to 2, yes, sir. And you never know, there might be a few surprises along the way. So,
yeah, kind of getting off a little bit off of the event, but I was watching the news this morning, and they had some statistics about people's pride in America. Mm-hmm. And it's really disappointing that we're getting more and more people that aren't proud to be part of this country. And we have so much to celebrate in the freedoms that we have. And like you're talking about, the reason why is for our veterans. Our veterans have given themselves, whether with their time, their life, their service, all that, to make it possible for us to live like we live here in the United States.
You said that. I remember I saw something just the other day that 36% of our nation is not proud to be an American.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's upsetting. That's really upsetting. So let's turn that around. Everybody talks about let's not forget 9/11. Let's go back to 9/12.
Yeah.
Because that's one time this country was together. So let's go back to 9/12.
Right. We were all united for the country.
Yes, sir.
But we think about our veterans, whether it be, oh my goodness, let's just go way, way back. The number of men and women who have served and give their lives for the freedoms that we have and still do. And thank goodness now somewhat we can defend our country to where we don't have to have the boots on the ground, but we still have people that are enlisted into the military. And I think about, all right, I think about Veterans Day. I think about Wreaths Across America. I think about 4th of July, Memorial Day. All those days are to honor the freedoms that we have.
Yes.
I don't think I missed one. I may have, but you just think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're having and this is all free that you're doing. Saturday.
It's free. It's for.
You just want people to come.
Yeah, we want people to come. If we run out of food, we'll probably go out and get some more. All right, so come on out. Yeah, the Coke plant is sponsoring the food. Ken Powell's actually going to be cooking. All right, so that'd be a good thing to see old Colonel Powell out there flipping some hot dogs.
Well, people may not realize that about Ken. He's a colonel.
Yes,
and has served.
I think 31 years.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah,
quite a bit. Yeah. And willing.
He just got a big award too for the community. The Golden Deed Award from Exchange Club.
That's correct. In fact, I'm trying to maybe get him on one day to talk about that, but
good luck.
He might send Kathy, but I don't know if Ken will come or not.
Yeah, but, that's why I said good luck.
But yeah, I'm sure you're inviting you're here today also to make sure that the veterans hear this that are listening,
yes, possibly
on the radio.
Yes,
and you want that group of people to come out, and again, so that we can honor.
And if you're VFW eligible, tell us when you're there. We would love to have you part of us.
Okay.
How you part of us.
How do you become eligible?
Well, boots on the ground, combat ready. It's Veterans of Foreign Wars. If you served in combat, you're a member. You can be a member of the VFW.
Is there a membership fee, or you just?
Yes, there's a membership fee. It's an annual fee of $35, or you can join lifetime, which varies by your age. But we got ways around any one of those, all right, to get you where it's not such a big burden on you. But come talk. We'd love to have you part of us.
Do you know your membership here in Lincoln County?
We are sitting right now at about, I want to say right about 80.
Okay.
And that's another bad thing about the VFW. 10 years ago, there was 27,000 members in the state of Mississippi. Right now, there's less than 8. Yes.
Now, what? That's members.
Members. There was 27,000 VFW members in the state of Mississippi. Today, we're sitting probably right around 8,000. Yes.
Why? I mean,
attrition. We've had a lot of.
Yeah.
We've lost nearly every World War II veteran.
Right.
I think there might be 1 or 2 left.
And we had some incredible World War II men in Brookhaven. If you're listening and you've never heard Jack Rutland's World War II radio show where he interviewed those guys, it was amazing stories.
But we've lost all. World War II, they're all gone. Or World War I, they're all gone. World War II, just about all gone. Korea, I don't think, right now I'm trying to think of a VFW member that was a Korean War vet in our post, and I can't think of one right offhand. There may be one.
My dad served in the Korean.
That's my father did as well. And as long as same with Vietnam, they're starting to leave us. The Vietnam veterans are, because you got to look, they're 75 to 80 years old. So that's happening. So the VFW structurally is going to be changing within the state, over the next few years. I see it. I know it's going to happen. But
do you think
we're going to stay strong?
Do you think there's people in the Brookhaven area that are are veterans that just haven't joined the group?
I know there are.
Yeah.
I know there are. And I've met some of them. But to get them to come is just, it's like pulling teeth. They just don't want to do it. Because there was a stigma put on the VFW years ago, and everybody still got that stigma. And also, the younger folks that are VFW eligible, I can understand it. When I first got out of the military, I was still young. I was 40 years old. I was still young. I wasn't real interested in joining an organization. I still had a family to raise. I still had a job to keep. I still had to do all those kind of things. So I really wasn't motivated to do anything like that. And it wasn't until later, and I kind of got hornswoggled into joining the VFW.
But it was a good decision, right?
Yes, it was. It was. Thanks to Billy Hughes. God bless him. Rest his soul. But it's and I understand. And that a lot of people think, well, man, I ain't got time to go to meetings. I ain't got time. There's more to being a member of the VFW than meetings. Meetings are just a small part. We just want you to be there. We want your membership on. We want your name on the rolls. That's what I explained to somebody once before. When you go to Congress and you have a representative speaking to Congress, when you have 1 million people, at least that you're speaking for, your voice is heard. But when you fall below that million mark, your voice is not that important anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened. That's what's going to happen with the VFW once it's nationwide. When we fall down below that million mark, our voice is not going to be as important as the members of Congress, and we're going to lose start losing benefits, and that's not something we want to do.
Yeah, you we've heard a lot of that over the years, and several years back about even the health care of veterans, somewhat not adequate. Don't want to get into that too much, but again, to remember just the veterans and a lot of issues that, and you probably know this more than I do, but a lot of the PTSD, the issues that veterans have in dealing with what they experienced in combat or in serving, kind of thing. There's, again, like we said at the start, it's such an important, just so important for for our country and our community that we honor.
Well, Saturday's a good day to come out. Bring your kids. Let your kids talk to some of the veterans that's out there. Let them learn some things. Let them talk to them.
Hear the stories.
We're going to be there. We're going to be there. If you want to hear, if you want to talk to them, talk to them. They'll open up.
All right.
Okay.
Well, give the location again.
It's going to be at 728.
What's going to be going on? And
728 Industrial Park. Free burgers and dogs. Some side dishes.
Ken Powell cooking. Colonel Powell cooking.
Yeah, Colonel Powell. And Ransack is going to be playing live out there. So come join us.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Gregg, for coming in. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be back with some other guests. Katie Nations is coming at some point in time. I know Randy's ready for that. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city.
At Brookhaven Monument Company, we understand that a monument is more than a stone. It's a promise to remember.
Since 1947, families across Southwest Mississippi have trusted us to tell their loved one's story with dignity and care. We offer quality craftsmanship, stellar service, and one of the largest selections of memorials in the region.
Visit us at 807 Highway 51 North in Brookhaven or call 601-833-5701. Brookhaven Monument Company, honoring life with lasting beauty.
That's my man.
Just summer stuff today.
That's my man. I like Alan Jackson. I like me some Alan Jackson.
Hard to believe he's about to do his final show.
I know, right?
Man.
It's really. I saw him once in concert.
And I remember his first release, Blue Blooded Woman, came in on a blue vinyl 45. Cool. Wish I still had that.
Yep. I like Alan Jackson. All right, we have Mr. Mitch McDonald. Mitch, we've never met before. I've heard some good things about you. You're from Crystal Springs, or are you from Terry, Crystal Springs? Where are you from?
Crystal Springs. I was originally born in Georgia, but moved over here earlier. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I was originally born in Georgia, moved over here to Mississippi pretty early, and I've been in Crystal Springs pretty much all my life.
And you're a diesel mechanic?
I am.
But what we're going to talk about is the big event going on up in Crystal Springs this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're part of, we got the whole Tomato Festival going on. I think there's something yesterday, today, tomorrow, Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's a 3 or 4 day event, really. They start out with crowning the Tomato Queen and street dances, and then we end up with a car show at the last day. And
that's what you're involved with, is the car show?
I am.
Well, tell us about that.
Been doing it for 3 years there in Crystal Springs. This is my 4th year doing the Southside Car Show. That's a truck club that I'm over. So they came to me 3 years ago. I didn't really want to do it. I like kind of just stay in the truck club and that's it. But I love doing things for the community, especially for children. So luckily we've been able to raise money every year. We're doing this, and we give it to Larry Batson in Jackson.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have just along that line, we had David Livingston, who is president of the Mississippi Loggers Association in Mississippi. He's over the whole state, and all their fundraisers, they give money to Blair Batson.
Right.
And he said if you ever go up there and visit, you know why you give your money to Blair Batson.
Exactly. With this day and time, you never know what child's going to be there that you know, or it might be your child, and Lord, hope not, but anything helps. So that's our way of giving back.
What about the car show? Are you still taking registrations now? Is the show Saturday?
It is Saturday. The gates open at 7 o'clock, and we try to end it by 3. We do well over 100 awards. These are custom-built awards. I have them custom-built every year from a guy that cuts them out of metal and powder coats them all cool pink and blue and purple colors, and they're made in Kentucky, and they're shipped to me, and we give those out. We do a giveaway for cash. For this year, we have a C10. If anybody's familiar with the Chevy and GMC trucks, square body trucks, we have a C10 row. The baddest on the road gets $500 cash plus an award. So we have trucks coming from Texas, Arizona, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. So it's really a 2-day event, but we pack it all in one day. So I'll be a busy man.
You said you're opening the gates. So where are you located up there?
It's going to be on the it's Front Street is what we always called it, but it's you'll come in downtown Main Street.
Right.
Is where they pretty much the Tomato Festival. They take one side of the railroad tracks and they give me the other side. So the whole town's pretty much closed for this day event. So it's when you come in, you'll come in on Cayuga Street. We'll have signs coming from the interstate, whether you're coming from north or south. So it's pretty easy to get in. Just follow your signs. Come right on in. The gates open at 7. After 10, we will not allow anybody else. We have 4 judges that start at 9 o'clock, and they'll be
When you
judging.
say you allow nobody else, no more entries?
No more entries.
No more entries. Okay.
Spectators are free, of course.
I was going to ask that. Is this a ticketed event?
Yeah,
or
spectators are free. Bring your family. It's going to be things to do for kids, for your wife, for you, whatever. There's plenty of things to do. So,
well, I mentioned to you that I'm very good friends with ex-mayor Sally Garland.
yeah.
And I know that this has always been a very, very important event for her. And in fact, she should be the tomato queen. I mean, the tomato queen emeritus. She should be the given that honor for lifetime for all she's done to make this event such a big deal. Because, again, I told you I worked at Entergy and I helped her downtown with some electrical stuff like that. But it's just turned into a big event.
It has. This is 30 years. If I'm not, 30 years. They've been doing this. So, man, that's a long time. You know, to keep something consistent, too, it just don't fall off. It's hard to do. You can do something for 3 or 4 years and then fall off. But if you do it for 30 years, you're doing something right.
Consistency, like you're talking about, to make it a good event.
Yep.
What can we do to make it better?
Yep.
I'm looking at Randy. Randy's kind of, I think he's in his mind. Are you going to be selling tomatoes? Since it is a tomato festival.
As far as I know, they will. I think they're doing tomato sandwiches. That's pretty cool. Tomato and bacon sandwiches. I think we all grew up in the South. We know what that is. So
I had one of those last week.
So that's pretty good. I think they usually sell out the tomatoes by lunchtime, too. It's crazy how people just come there just to get vegetables.
And that's what Crystal Springs noted for is the soil up there, the growth of the tomatoes. If people are wondering, like, what about Tomato Festival? It's the tomato capital of the world.
It is.
I think that's Tomatoopolis.
It is Tomatoopolis.
Or is it Tomatopolis? I never could get the right pronunciation.
I think it's spelled the same way you just said it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Sally's the one that helped come up with that.
Right.
Yeah. Say it again, Randy.
I think it's Tomatopolis, but it's easier to say Tomatoopolis. I don't know.
I would. That's what I say, Tomatoopolis.
Right.
Because of the tomato stuff. But again, there's activity. The Queen was crowned yesterday. So what's happening today?
Today they'll be getting ready. I guess they'll be announcing the Queen and doing stuff with her.
But there's activities going on,
there's
correct?
Activities going on. And then tomorrow they'll start the street dance. And that's where bands come in, and they do that till probably 11, midnight, Friday night. And they'll shoot fireworks, all that stuff. And
tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. And then Saturday
is the festival.
And I'll be there 2 or 3 o'clock Saturday morning, getting ready, getting streets closed, and having, like I said, we have toter homes, big trailers come in, and it's a lot of stuff going on the next 3 or 4 days for sure. So
the merchants love it. I'm sure it gives them a great opportunity.
Oh yeah,
and you have a great turnout.
I do. I usually have anywhere from 200 to 250 cars.
Golly.
And so we pack them in. They give me another street this year because I ran out of room last year and had to send people, packing like, hey, I don't have the room. So this year they gave me a whole nother street. So we're predicting 300 this year.
How have you gotten vehicles from out of state, like Texas? You said Texas.
Well, I'm big in the car show world myself.
Okay.
And we travel a lot, me and my wife, my kids. And, man, we go from North Carolina, Maggie Valley, to always West Texas. And that's what we do.
So you just network and say, hey, we're doing this in Mississippi.
Right. And, being with a truck club, you're kind of worldwide. So you you hang out with different clubs and you get to know everybody. So the car show community is very, very tight knit. So
I'm sure it's going to be some for people like you that do that. I'm sure there's going to be some incredible vehicles up there to see. I mean, it's the time and effort they put into the
right. We had I had a person contact me this week. He's coming out of Texas and he's got $300,000 in one truck. That's a lot of money. So
yeah.
So and that's what people do. People have.
What does he have?
It's a C10. It's a 68 C10. So I think the frame on it just cost $100,000, just the frame. So, and we're going from the old school hot rods. We have Mississippi Hot Rod Association. One of my good friends.
Well, I was going to ask you, what would be the oldest model truck?
Yeah, well, you go back to the T-bucket.
Okay,
something like that. People come in with a T-bucket, and man, they'll bring those in. At my show, they come in. It might be a regular T-bucket, or it might be a T-bucket on airbags that just sits on the.
All right, tell me what a T-bucket is.
All Ford.
All Ford.
Yep, all Ford, original Ford vehicle, the very first ever made. So that's
there's some of those.
Yeah, there's some of those still out there. So it's kind of crazy what people have put up in a barn and then they bring them out for this festival. So
yeah. You say that. I know a guy that does airplane. He's big into that, and he said he flew somewhere to buy a plane, and the guy said, he said, "Where's it at?" And he said, "What's out there in the barn?" It's just covered up out in the barn. And,
Right.
And they again, it just sits out there, and it's out there.
Yeah. I'll tell you, we try to do it, man. We do this year. I'm doing something new. I've got an award. It's called a Junior Build Award. So it's for a child or a kid. I say not a child, a kid that has something they're building as far as a vehicle wise. It's theirs. They're building it. They're working a little part-time job or whatever to put their money in it. We're going to award them. And if we keep our kids into the cars, I promise you they won't be in nothing else because they'll be broke. So stuff is expensive doing this. But if we keep them into that, I think that's a good thing because it's slowly losing. A lot of people the new technology on the vehicles nowadays. Me being working at a dealership now for General Motors, this stuff has changed a lot. So.
Oh yeah, you said you're a diesel mechanic, and I can't even imagine because you hear the technology of when you're diesel, you're talking about a bigger vehicle like a semi truck or something like that, and just the computers.
Yeah.
What
it has changed.
I think I worked at Colin and I helped with diesel and automotive repair, and I think Stephen Esch said there's like 14 computers sometimes in a vehicle.
Right. We the new software now is nice until it tears up. So that's in other words. But I always say I'm 43 years old and I've been doing in the diesel field for 20 years now, and it's just this stuff can change. It's very expensive, so people still get these older vehicles. They fix them up, they keep them forever, and they hand them down to generation after generation. So that's something that I think will always be here.
Man, yeah, the 57 Chevy, and
yes,
that's just the Mac Daddy almost, and the GTOs and all those. It just man, incredible.
Yep.
All right, we got a couple of minutes. Let's give the schedule again. Like you said, there's activities today.
Yeah, there's activities today. They're starting up activities today. They'll be going on. I always say your hot spot is Friday and Saturday. That's your two biggest.
Well, dancing in the street. I mean, so Randy probably will play that song, "Dancing in the Street."
So, Friday and Saturday, that's your two biggest days at Tomato Fest.
Starts at 10.
Mine starts at 7 o'clock Saturday morning.
Okay.
When the gates open. The Friday night street dance starts pretty much. They say I think it starts at 8 o'clock, but I think after 5 o'clock everybody gets off. Come to Crystal Springs.
Okay.
There's something to do. We have ice cream parlor. We have pizza joint there. Speaking of we got a pizza joint there that's giving a 10% discount for anybody that's got a pink armband. That pink armband comes from us. Comes from the Southside Car and Truck Show. So,
Is Terry still on that? Terry Pappas?
He
okay.
does.
We know Terry.
So, Mr. Terry reached out and he wanted to give something back. So, I think and look, great food. Actually, my daughter, her first job is with Mr. Terry right now. So,
That was music to your ears, wasn't it?
It was.
All right. Well, Mitch, thank you for coming in. Sally has texted me. I don't know what she's saying. That she sent something. She must be listening, so she knows we've been talking about her. But I hope y'all have a great weekend. If you get a chance, the weather's going to be good. Our local weather person here, Randy, has projected, long range. We got a slight chance of rain, but it may not do that.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot.
It's rained every year so far right after the show. As soon as it gets ready and everybody starts loading up and starts sprinkling. At that point, I think we want it to rain a little bit.
There we go. Hot. That's right. All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Good to meet you.
You too.
And hope y'all have a great weekend. We're going to take a break, and Katie Nations will be coming back.
Does your bank have trouble making a decision? This is Shannon Aker with Bank of Brookhaven. All of our decisions are made right here at home by people you know and trust, and those decisions are made quickly. We think that's important and helpful. So if your bank is having trouble making a decision, come see us today at Bank of Brookhaven. And remember, friends, for over 25 years now at Bank of Brookhaven, it's all about you. Remember, FDIC, equal housing lender.
Katie doesn't want a song. Katie doesn't want a song. Katie doesn't want a song. But here it comes. Hey! Name on the door, blue badge shine, paper stack in her hand, and she clocks every line.
Katie doesn't want a song.
Katie, that is 3 songs.
That's impressive.
Every time.
A song about Katie not wanting a song is... Randy, are we working with a genius here in our midst, Kenny?
Oh, there's no doubt.
Sure, why not? Let's go with
It's
that.
called AI.
Exactly.
That's fun.
I mean, but you think about this. He's a audio tech. He does composing. He does weather forecasting.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, just
a jack of all trades.
What does the guy not do?
All the hats.
I do not make money.
This is all pro bono.
When I look at my paycheck every couple of weeks, I think it is.
You have a passion
But
for
you have
it,
a great...
You got to love it.
Yeah, you love it. You
gotta
have
love
fun. You know, all the good things that go along with...
Yeah, let's keep telling people.
Oh, is this a rap? Was there a little rap segment?
It's
yeah,
not,
there was.
It's not a job. It's a career.
Yes.
You know, a job, you get bored with a job, but a career...
And if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's right.
Then I'm working.
I would like to try,
All right.
it would be nice to be able to. All right.
Let me thank our sponsors, since we do need sponsors.
Yes.
Bank of Brookhaven, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Recreation Department, Lincoln County Civic Center, Toyota of Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College, Rapid Oil Change. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. We have Katie Nations from the Brookhaven Lincoln County Chamber of Commerce. And I've heard a rumor that there's something happening today.
Yes.
But I don't know what it is. And
It's
that's
Girls
why you're
Night
here.
Out.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes.
It's Girls Night Out, guys at home.
stay at home, keep the kids,
watch the soccer,
whatever you need to do.
Yeah, do something.
Get her out of the house.
Yeah.
Yes, ticket sales are great. We are getting limited on tickets. So if you're out there listening, you don't have a ticket in your hand, give us a call, 601-833-1411, and we can take care of that over the phone for you, or you can pop in the chamber. We will be there at least until 4. We can hang around until, if they're not all sold by then, I have a feeling they will be, but give us a call if you're
How many did you print?
Able
How many did
to
you print?
1,000. So
and you're limited?
We're limited.
Good night.
I know.
I'm not coming to town tonight.
Well, the
Stay
good
off the
news
boulevard.
is we have
I'm getting out of town as early as
29.
possible.
There's 29 participating retailers and restaurants, so we've got a lot to spread that to. And it's become something that some women are all about hitting up every place. They're going to go every place. They are literally going to start as soon as it starts, and they're going to be the last ones.
What's the shot? When's the shotgun start?
So our advertising is from 3 to 9 p.m., but it is actually, if you have a coupon book in hand, you may want to flip through that. It's alphabetical, and the different businesses have their hours listed. So some started as early as 7 a.m.
So an all-day girls' night out.
So some are doing all day.
A girls' day out.
Some have some limited hours, but most are open. I would say 95% of them are open until 9 p.m. And your meal voucher, which this is new, we started this last year to make sure that everybody's able to go and do their shopping. We make the meal voucher good through the day. So it starts at lunch service today, and it's also good Friday and Saturday. So if you miss out on,
so through the weekend.
So really good through Saturday. And we've got, up to 40% off savings at a lot of these places. We've got a T-shirt, a tote bag, the meal voucher, of course. And, of course, let's see, one coupon's good today, and then the second coupon's good through the summer. So you've got a second coupon in there that's good through August.
That covers what now?
So the coupon book is a coupon for today.
Okay.
So you get a discount today.
And then
there's a second one in there that's good through the summer.
Okay.
So if you do miss...
So for every vendor?
Yes, for every vendor. So if you can't make a place today, the second coupons are pretty good too.
Well, gosh, I don't see how you can go to all of them.
I know, but some people, you'd be surprised.
Are you going to go to all of them?
I won't. I'll get a late start.
But you got the coupon for the rest of the summer.
I've got the coupon. And sometimes, because my retailers hopefully know that I'm working hard behind the scenes, they'll give me the deal tomorrow if I don't make it to all the places.
They'll give you a break, Katie.
I hope so.
I mean, for a person that has 3 songs, you'll get a break.
So I would like to, before I forget, could I tell you who all is participating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me do that, and then I would love to give a shout out to our sponsors. So again, if you're just listening, our Girls Night Out event is today. Tickets are on sale. They are limited, though. They're at the Chamber of Commerce at 230 South Whitworth Avenue, or give us a call at 601-833-1411, and we would be glad to take your information over the phone and pull some bags for you. The ticket includes a T-shirt, a $10 meal voucher, a tote bag, and 70 plus coupons.
What a deal.
Savings throughout the summer. And this is who is participating. 601 Sports, A. Morgan Boutique, Beyond the Rainbow, Broma's Deli, Brookhaven Med Spa, Castles, Dog Year Books, Elena Anders Designs, Engravables, Expectations 2, Downtown Shoes, For the Girls Boutique, Georgia Blue, Jenny Pearl's Boutique, Lolly's, PJ's Coffee, Papa's Buffet and Grill, Sassy But Sweet Boutique, The Fish Fry, The Moment Boutique, The Old Coke Plant, The Skin Center and Spa, Three Sisters Boutique, Three Sisters Children's Boutique, Tortilla Soup, Vendors Emporium, and Wild Fox Coffee. Can you believe I just knew that off the top of my head? It's crazy.
You did that.
I know.
I can't believe you remembered all of those without looking.
I've been practicing. And again, special thanks to our title sponsor, our friends at Bank of Brookhaven, also to Pike National Bank, the Brookhaven Tourism Council, First Bank, and Professional Rehab Services. And there's a little something extra in the coupon book from each of those. So make sure
surprises.
surprises. So make sure you check out the first few pages of the coupon book, and you'll have some different offers from those sponsors.
There's a lot of people come from out of town for this.
We do. We have a lot of people from out of town. Just off the top of my head, I know we've sold several just our surrounding counties, but Southeast Louisiana is always a good participant for us. And then, Hinds, Rankin County, Madison County crew. And
the word
so
gets
I like
out.
to look through. We don't really have time throughout the week, but next week I'll look through tickets and kind of know better about where all we were able to pull some shoppers from.
We've got 2 minutes left.
Okay.
1 minute's going to go for the closeout song.
Oh, lovely.
But you got 1 minute to kind of wrap it up and say what's happening today.
Okay. Brookhaven's annual Girls Night Out event. You can get tickets still at the Chamber of Commerce. They are $25. They include a $10 meal voucher, a T-shirt, a tote bag, and 70-plus coupon savings. Good today and through the end of the summer. So don't miss out.
Can't beat that deal.
You can't beat it.
All right. Katie
What
does
you got for
not want a song, Randy.
Here it is.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Can't slow down. Girls' night out all around. Tote bag swinging, hearts on fire. Grab your girlfriends. Take it higher. Come make a memory tonight. Coupons in hand, everything feels right. One good meal and a brand new day. This is where you wanna be. Girls' night out, here we go. Girls' night out, let it show. Shop, dine, laugh all night. Brookhaven, shining bright. Girls' night out, can't slow down. Girls' night out, all around. Talk back, swinging, hearts on fire. Grab your girlfriends. Take it